This is a gentle beginner's class, so if you're unused to exercise, this is a really great place to start. Okay, so we're just going to sit with the feet hip width apart. We're going to put just a light fingertip touch behind your legs. Pull the middle in nice and tight, belly button to spine, tuck the chin, so look towards the middle, and then just curl back just until your arms are straight. Once you're there, you take the hands away from the leg, keep the waist in, and just curl yourself back up, and then lengthen up nice and tall. And then just repeat, light touch on the legs, tuck the chin, waist in, curl back till the arms go straight, let go, curl back up from the waistline, and lengthen, and tuck, and curl back. So just until the arms go straight, let go, waist in, curl back up. So just working through the deep abs, and then just again, just keep repeating, taking it back, hands come away, tuck the chin, curl back up, and lengthen one last time. So chin down, waist in, take it back. Deep abs, six pack, getting the work. Okay, so curl back up, lengthen up, nice and tall, and then just push yourself back so your bum is back into the middle of the mat, your legs are lengthened, feet at the front of the mat. You're gonna lift up the arms and circle the shoulders. Waistline back in, deep breath, and then curl back no more than halfway, because we're going to stay there. All right, so you just hold it, and then we take the right arm and we sweep it right behind us, and then we come back into center, and then we take the left arm. So as you do that, I want you to try and look right over your shoulder, so you're getting as much rotation as you can get. So now we've just pulled the obliques into work as well. So your outer waistline doing some work there too, and your six pack holding you, and your deep abs holding you, belly button to spine the whole time. All right, sweeping around. All very elegant, all very beautiful. Breathing deep at the same time, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Here's our last one. So sweep to the side, come back, lengthen up, have a little stretch. Down towards the legs, take a nice deep breath, and then come back up, lengthen up. We're going to take ourselves all the way down to the mat. So I want you just to walk the feet in just a little bit. Feet are hip width apart. You can have your hands on the floor right now and just lower yourself down onto the mat. And then once you're there, let the feet come in a little closer. Belly button to spine, nice and tight. You're going to bring one leg up, knee over hip, and then the other leg lifts to the same position. So keeping the waist in, lower back doesn't move. You're just going to take the right foot and try and just touch the floor, and then bring it back up. And then the other leg. So left leg, take it down and up. Just alternate little taps up and down towards the floor. So you're going to breathe deeply. So part of that lifting is from the waistline. You will feel your thigh, but you want to focus on the middle and get some lift from the deep abs. And keep them in, belly button to spine. So you're going to keep the lower back position still. At some point, you might feel the lower back wanting to arch a little bit off the floor there. And if you do, you just start to bring the foot back up. So just take the foot as close to the floor as you can without the back arching up. And the waistline is in, always. Belly button to spine. Nice deep breath. All right, we've just got one more each side. So just try tap the floor, come back up, other side, tap down, lift up. Now both feet, lower them all the way back down to the floor. So now your feet are hip width apart. Your feet are flat on the mat, your waistline is in. You're just going to curl the pelvis, just so you lift the lower back just a little bit off the mat there, and then you just come up an inch and down an inch. All right, waistline, keep it in, focus on the breathing. This is such a nice re-stretch. All right, so a little stretch into the lower spine. Now you can start to work a little harder here by squeezing into the hamstrings, squeezing into the glutes at the same time. Waistline stays in nice and strong, so just curling up. Little squeeze. You could take your hands away if you want, hands on your shoulders, or arms stay down on the mat just to give you a little bit more support. All right, so just nice and slow, keep it gentle, keep it small. Should feel just so nice. And then we just got another couple here. All right, there's your last one, and then just curl the back all the way down onto the mat. Take a deep breath, hug the knees in, so you're gonna rock yourself up to sitting. So you're just gonna bring yourself back up to sitting, and then we lengthen the legs again. Lengthen up the spine, lift the arms, tuck the chin and circle the shoulders. We are going to curl back maybe about halfway towards the mat, and then keeping the shoulders circling, we just come all the way back up. Lift up from the waistline, lengthen up and then take a stretch. Hold that stretch just for a moment, enjoy it, and then slowly, slowly come back up, lengthen up, lift the arms, circle the shoulders, tuck the chin, waist is in, curling back, no more than halfway. Okay, we're just easing in here. Breathe nice and deep and then come back up. So you're moving the whole time just slowly. All right, so take that stretch and hold it. Take a deep breath, just sink down towards the legs. And then again, just come back up, lengthen up. Lift up the arms, tuck the chin, circle the shoulders, belly button to spine. We're kind of going back again. Only halfway, maybe not even halfway. It doesn't matter too much. Just keep moving, keep the waist in, keep the control right in the center. So we come up and then stretch and breathe. Okay, so this time, lengthen up, lift the arms, same again, tuck the chin, circle the shoulders, curling back, halfway-ish, maybe. All right, so then start to come back up, but breathe out as you do, and it should feel a little bit easier. All right, and then take a stretch, take a breath. One last time. So come back up, lengthen up the spine, lift up the arms, tuck the chin, circle the shoulders, belly button to spine, keep it in all the time. Your waistline is in charge. All right, so halfway, and then just pull yourself back up, and then lengthen up, and then take a stretch, take a breath. Okay, so just another deep breath, sink a little closer, and then we're going to change position completely. We're going to come around into a plank, but we're going to do a modified plank, so don't get too worried about the planks. So come round. So you have got your elbows under your shoulders. Now you can clasp your hands together, makes you feel a little stronger sometimes. Belly button to spine, take a deep breath. So we're just going to come up onto our knees and just hold that position. And then we're just going to try for 30 seconds here. Nice deep breath, belly button to spine, just holding. So your waistline is holding that position. You can curl the pelvis just very slightly underneath you, and that will support your back a wee bit more. If you need a breather, you stop and start here, but we're halfway already. All right, so just keep it going if you can. You're trying to relax the shoulders. Energy, all the effort, all the work is right in your waistline, and your waistline is shrinking. It's getting firmer, it's getting smaller, it's getting stronger. Deep breath, and then from here, we're just going to bring ourselves up. So we're in box position, so the hands come under the shoulders, the arms are along, and the knees come in, so the knees are under the hips. So we've just got a nice, strong position to start us from. Take a deep breath, and you're just going to lengthen the opposite arm and leg. So we're going to go right arm, left leg, just lengthen and lift, and then hold, add a little pulse, and then slowly come back down. So as you come back to center, then you just switch in sides, lengthen and lift, little pulse, and then start to come back to center. So you're trying to keep the hips, and then other side again. Trying to keep the hips nice and still as you do this, and then come back, slide in, breathe deep, other side, lengthen and lift. So hips stay still, waistline in, come back down, back to center, and then again, other side, slide out, lift up, little pulse, waistline in, and then come back down. So you're working your waistline, and you're also working your balance and your coordination there too. And if you want to work this one a little harder at any point, okay, come back down. You just close your eyes as you do it. That will throw your balance, and your waistline will have to work a whole lot harder. All right, so come back down, back to center, last time. Slide out, lift up, waist in, breathe deep, little pulse, and then come back down to center. So from here, hands stay under the shoulders, knees still slightly apart, waistline in. You're just gonna let the head drop and arch the back right up towards the ceiling. So just a lovely, lovely cat stretch. And then come back to your start point. Take a breath. And then again, let the head drop, waist is in, back arches up. As high as you can go there, arching up towards the ceiling, and then slowly come back. And then again, take a breath, let the head drop down, waist is in, arching up. And then slowly come back. And then we've just got one last time. So tuck the chin, head down, lift up, breathe deep. And then come back to center, take a breath. All right, so push into child's pose just for a moment. Take a breath. So you can just let the body sink down towards the floor. And then from here, we're going to walk ourselves all the way forward. So we're lying face down on the mat. So just lower yourself down. You're going to take the arms out to the side. Arms are bent. Eyes down. Let the heels just flop sideways out so your legs relax. And then from here, just going to lengthen and lift the upper back. So the arms can stay just a very gentle touch on the floor. Breathe out as you lift up. So just a really nice stretch across the top of the back. So just a very light touch on the floor. You're not using the arms to push you. You're using your back muscles to lift you. And you lengthen through the neck. Keep the eyes down towards the mat. Take a nice deep breath. So try and breathe out as you come up. Belly button to spine the whole time. So you support the lower back there the whole way through too. And just another couple here. So lengthen, neck lengthens. Breathe deep, upper back's lifting. Last one, take it up, take a breath. Slowly back down. And then push the hands under the shoulders. So you can just push yourself back into child's pose again and take another deep breath in child's pose. So we're going to change position again. We're going to come, so we're going to be lying on our side. So bring yourself down onto your side. You're going to lengthen the right arm and just pop your head down on that arm. We've got a few options for arm positions. I'll go through them as we get going. Belly button to spine, take a nice deep breath, lengthen the legs, let the feet just hover off the floor. So there's our first option. Now you can have a fingertip touch on the floor, you can have the arm alongside the body, or you can have the arm reaching right over the body, and that's your hardest position if you want it. Okay, so from here, just little scissor kicks, just to throw your balance. So your waistline has to work that little bit harder to keep your posture, to keep you in that balanced position. If your balance is a little bit of a struggle, light touch on the floor right now. So just reaching into the toes, lengthening through the legs. So just really nice stretch all the way through your thighs. So you're sculpting as you lengthen. You're working on your waistline, feeling just energizing through your thighs, making the legs a little longer the whole time. And then we'll just come back to center, just hold it there. So you're going to try and keep the lower leg hovering off the floor. Top leg changes, flex the foot, toes to the ceiling, then lift that leg up but not too high, and then we're going to lengthen it all the way back down. So your work is as you lower. So you push right into the heel, you focus on the breathing as you lower that down, and you keep it nice and slow. So it's like you're pushing against something really, really heavy there, so you just create some resistance, make those muscles work a little bit harder. Keep the foot flexed, keep the waistline in, don't forget your middle. All right, so just keep it going, push a little deeper, work a little harder every single time here. Just another 2 to go. Okay, so you lengthen all the way down, belly button to spine, and then one last time, push right into the heel, waistline stays in, all the way down, take a breath, and then just let the legs relax. So from here, you draw the knees up to 90 degrees. You're gonna push yourself up so you're supported on your elbow. So legs at 90 degrees, lower leg stays on the floor, top leg's going to do the work. Bring it out in front, foot in line with your waist. Belly button to spine, and then take the leg up. And then flex the foot, and then lower it all the way back down. So you're trying to make that leg a little bit longer every time you do this. So breathe out as that leg lifts. Keep the middle in the whole time too. Don't forget the waistline. All right, so you are working right into your seat. A little bit for your legs there, a little bit for your waistline. Maybe your foot's not going quite so high, that's okay, it doesn't matter. Just as high as you can manage to keep it in control and keep it nice and smooth. Here's our last one. All right, so slowly let that foot come all the way back down, bring the legs back to 90 degrees, and then lift the feet up. So we're just gonna do a regular clamshell, toes stay touching. You take the knee as high as you can to the ceiling, and then you just squeeze it all the way back down and then lift it back up. So as you squeeze it down, you keep your feet as high off the floor as you can, and your toes are touching the whole time, and your waistline is still pulling in, and your seat muscle. All right, so your glutes are feeling the work. We've got another 5 to go here. All right, so like you're pushing on something heavy, Make those muscles work hard. So it's slow, it's controlled. Doesn't need to be easy. All right, squeeze it down, belly button to spine. So just lifting, shaping, sculpting through the seat one last time. Right, squeeze it down, take a breath, let the legs relax back down. Okay, we need to do that all again on the other side. So bring yourself up to sitting and then bring yourself around. Okay, so you're gonna come down onto your other side, head relaxed down, waistline pulling in. Now one side's better for balance than the other, so you might feel a difference here. Pull it nice and tight, lengthen the legs, feet hover off the floor. And then little scissor kicks if you want to work a little harder. If not, just hold still, that's fine too. Arm alongside your body if you can, or reaching right over your head. It's a little trickier in that position. Or light touch on the floor if you need it. All right, but you pull the waist in, so the middle is gonna hold you in your balance position. It's just a light touch if you are needing some help with your balance there. You lengthen through the legs, you breathe nice and deep. So just sculpting, lengthening, strengthening thighs. Waistline getting a little bit of work, keeping you there, keeping you balanced so you're not rolling around. All right, and then just bring yourself back to center. Lower leg stays hovering. Top leg, toes to the ceiling, push to the heel, lift up. Now lengthen all the way down. So really push into the heel. You are trying to make that leg longer than the one underneath it. Okay, that's not gonna happen, but that's what you're trying. That's how much you're lengthening. Keep the middle in nice and tight. Perfect control. So there's no gravity, there's no momentum. It's just your muscles doing the work, and you are shaping and sculpting, strengthening through your legs. Inner thighs are gonna be feeling that one. All right, and then keep it going. We're past halfway. All right, so don't forget your waist. Pull it in nice and tight. Belly button to spine. Keep that support. Last two here, so push right into that heel, lengthen all the way down. One last time, almost there. Push, breathe, and there you go, let the legs relax down. From here, we push up onto our elbows, bring the legs round, 90 degrees. Waistline still in, top leg in front, foot in line with your waist, and then just lift that leg up, nice and slow. Flex. Push to the heel and then lengthen it all the way back down again. All right, so as you lift the leg, try and breathe out. Stronger on your out breath. Let's use that to help us. Push to the heel, lengthen down. Belly button to spine the whole time too, and your seat muscle is getting stronger. All right, a little higher if you can, don't worry if you can't. Push right into that heel. The length is just as important as the lift right now. Belly button to spine, here's our last one. So we pick it up. Push to the heel and lengthen all the way back down. And once you're there, come back around 90 degrees. So we're still working on the glutes. Touch on the floor if you need it. Belly button to spine. Feet as high as you can. Take the knee up. And then just squeeze it down slowly. Like you're pushing against something really heavy. All right, so make it hard work. Feel those muscles. All right, it's just so good for your seat muscle. All right, so breathe out as the leg lowers. Create that extra resistance. Just imagine a really heavy weight you're pushing against. You're halfway. All right, so breathe out as the leg lowers. We're nearly done. All right, so squeeze it down. You've only got two left. Breathe out as that leg lowers down. Almost there. Here's your last one. Squeeze all the way down. Take a nice deep breath, let the legs relax down, and there you go.